Alright.
Huh? Oh,
We're back
sorry.
after
I was
a
thinking about Terrace. Still can't
little
believe it's
hiatus.
gone. I mean, I grew up there, and now it's just gone. Yeah, I know. The Jedi got rid of Revan, so I figure Malik's days are numbered too. But that doesn't make the pain go away, you know? Look, I'm not saying I can't go on or anything like that. It's just, it's a shock, you know? I mean, I knew the Sith were evil and all, but the reality of it kind of slaps you in the face. But I suppose that's why we need to stop Malik, right? The more time I spend dwelling on Terrace, the more chance some other planet will get wiped out. I guess that's what it comes down to. So don't worry about me. I'll be okay. And if you need my help against Malik or the Sith, I'll be there for you.
Yeah, took a little hiatus. It was my birthday for a little. Other stuff. I heard a lot of other shit. There actually is a shop here. Let me go check that out first before I go to the chambers. Is this the exit? This is the chamber. Oh yeah, he does destroy stuff. There should be good armor here, I believe. Maybe it's later. Maybe, yeah. But. I guess like this guy has just destroyed. I don't need him yet, because I don't have any droids yet. Besides, like, the one that doesn't fight. Can't think of his name for that. Yeah, it goes.
Tatooine is one of our last refuges. The Sith hunt us everywhere.
Never heard that voice on it. I've never actually just talked to the unnamed characters. Is it even the right way, or is it that way?
Tatooine has a splendid environment. I would hate to see
Ah, this is the wrong way.
settlers.
Bastila has told us of a most unusual development. She claims you and she have shared a dream. A vision of Malik and Revan in the ancient ruins here on Tatooine.
These ruins have long been known to
There's
us.
no proof of that.
We believe them to be merely burial mounds. Perhaps they're more than we first suspected, if Revan and Malik found something there.
She says she has felt your presence within the dream. The presence she has felt within you ever since...
Master Vandar.
Ever since Pars. It is not unknown for this to happen between two people strong in the Force. Bastila has described this shared dream to the Council in great detail. We feel it is more than a dream. It is a vision. The Force is acting through you, as it acts through Bastila.
You and Bastila share a powerful connection to the Force, and each other. This is not unheard of. Connections often form between master and student, but rarely does a bond develop so quickly.
Whatever dangers may lie ahead, we cannot ignore the destiny that has brought you and Bastila here to us, together. You and she are linked, as is your fate to hers. Together, you two may be able to stop Darth Malak and the Sith.
But do not let your head be filled with visions of glory and power. Such thoughts are the path to the dark side. The way of the light is long and difficult, as you must learn. Are you ready for such hardship?
Understand that there is little choice in this matter, for you or us. Across the galaxy, the numbers of our order dwindle. We have sent many Jedi in quest of a way to thwart Malak's advance. Many have not returned. The Sith hunt the Jedi down like animals, ambushing and assassinating our brothers wherever they are found. We fear it is only a matter of time until they discover even this hidden refuge.
Other Jedi have fallen from the light and embraced the dark side, giving their allegiance to the Sith and Malak, their Dark Lord.
Well, they are beating out to like a bloody pope, so.
Perhaps our hope lies in the dream you and Bastila shared. The Council has come to the conclusion that you and Bastila must investigate the ancient ruins you dreamed of.
Perhaps there you will find some clue, some explanation of how Revan and Malak were corrupted. And perhaps there you shall find a way to stop them.
The Force flows through you like no student we have ever seen. But you're willful and headstrong, a dangerous combination.
Before we send you to investigate the ruins, you must be trained in the ways of the Jedi, so that you can resist the darkness within yourself, within all of us. Otherwise, you are doomed to fail.
Makes sense, makes sense. Let me read the options, I'm not really over there.
We must begin your training at once. You have a destiny
I'll do the
upon
same
you that
options.
you must be prepared to face. The entire fate of the galaxy is upon you.
I can only hope you will prove up to the task.
The path you have chosen to walk is difficult. Intensive training will prepare you physically for the demands of the Order. Meditation will teach you to channel the power of the Force. To truly understand the way of the Jedi, you must open your mind to knowledge. Seek wisdom in the teachings of the great masters of our Order. The Jedi is never alone. Others in the Order will always stand by you. You and Bastila share a special bond. Do not be afraid to turn to her when you need help in your training. The way of the Jedi is difficult. It requires great discipline. Yet even though you are a mere apprentice, your potential is unlimited, and your progress amazing. In all my years, I have never seen one who has mastered the initial training so quickly. You've done in weeks what many cannot do in years. I am honored to welcome you fully into the Jedi Order. Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy. Few mention those names around here anymore, but I suppose it is just as dangerous to deny they were ever part of the Order. When I was still on Coruscant, Revan and Malak often came to me for additional training. In particular, Revan's hunger to learn seemed insatiable. I should have recognized this as a warning sign, but I perceived the young Padawan's lust for knowledge as simple exuberance and eagerness. Revan was my most promising pupil. One I
Revan
felt
had like
sure would
20
someday become a
masters.
champion of the Jedi Order.
Because he like would learn everything everybody had to teach and then move on to the
The
next
Jedi
master.
Order moved too slowly for Revan and Malak. We were too cautious in their eyes. They always sought to learn far quicker than their masters felt was prudent. It is one thing to understand a lesson, but to truly comprehend it takes a wisdom that only comes with time. Several years ago, when the Mandalorian threat first
Well,
arose,
clearly they learned all those
Revan and Malak
lessons.
were eager to journey to the Outer
They
Rim to
beat you
defeat
on.
the enemy of the Republic. But the Council felt it best if we moved with care and caution. The true threat the Council feared had not yet revealed itself, but Revan would not be dissuaded. Charismatic and powerful, it was inevitable many of the Order would flock to Revan's seemingly noble cause. Malak was the first to join his closest friend. Others soon followed, many of our youngest and brightest, intent on saving the galaxy from the Mandalorian threat. They were foolish to disregard the Council's wishes. I do not know what happened to Revan Malak and their followers on the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim, but something corrupted them. Their ideals became twisted. Their spirits were tainted.
I think we only know of 3
They
people.
fell to the dark side. There is a
Up to,
lesson in
and
this.
then
A lesson you would do well to take to heart. The dark side can corrupt even the most noble of Jedi. You have learned much, yet there is much more for you to still understand.
the
The
Excel
way of
story
the
is
Jedi
sad
must
too.
be entered into with a clear and focused mind. When you feel that you are ready to continue your training,
Why'd I lose? I'm pretty-
greetings, my young pupil. Your progress. Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Pado. In the traditions, these tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan, and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. These tenets must always guide your
Oh
actions.
no, not
In
I have to
everything you
memorize
do,
things.
You must always be
I always forget
conscious
this
of their
code.
wisdom. You must prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the code.
It's the journal entry. You have to like ask people what the code is.
If you have questions, you should direct them toward...
Greetings, young. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I feel it is my duty to share the history of our order with the newly initiated. Unfortunate, the Mandalorian Wars, the fall of Revan and Malak, the rise of the Sith. There are important lessons to be learned from these events. All Jedi must know the code. Its tenets are the fundamental teachings. There is no emotion. There is peace. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge. There is no passion. There is serenity. There is no chaos. There is harmony. There is no death. There is the Force. Knowledge of the code will lead you to the rank of
Alright.
as you wish.
Motion, peace, ignorance, knowledge, passion, serenity. What was the last one? Passion, serenity, chaos, harmony. Alright. It's the opposite of what you think it is.
Greetings, my... Soon your apprenticeship in the traditions and... These tests... First, you must now prove there is no...
Oh, there's no emotion, there's peace. Or is it there's serenity?
There
I got
is...
you. He's changing the words.
There is no... There is no...
Serenity.
There is no death. You have learned your studies well, apprentice.
Oh,
It will
I got a
not
brain
be
on
long
me.
before you are a full member of our order. But first, you must pass the second test and learn about the most prized possession of a Jedi. The very symbol of our order, the lightsaber. The lightsaber is the traditional weapon of our order. It is a symbol of a Jedi's skill, dedication, and authority. And each lightsaber is as individual as the Jedi who wields it. The blade is made of pure energy, focused by polished crystals in the hilt. As the second test, each Jedi must construct his lightsaber with his own
There you
hands.
go, find the
And now
stuff.
it is your time. Speak.
And we gotta go find the kyber crystal.
Ah, you have come, young apprentice. The time has come for you to choose the color of your lightsaber. This blue is the color of the Jedi Guardian. This Jedi battles against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus more on combat training, and yellow is the color of the Jedi Sentinel. This Jedi
I gotta figure out what the
ferrets out
buffs are.
deceit and injustice, bringing it to light. They focus less on green is the color of the Jedi Consular. This Jedi seeks to bring balance to the universe. They mediate between other groups, using their powers to end. Indeed, we shall see. I will now ask. A woman and her small child are beset by a desperate-looking group of thugs. They're men. Indeed. Very well. On to the next question. You are in combat with a dark Jedi allied with... Yes, I suspected as much. Now for the next question. There is a locked door, and your goal lies... I am beginning to see a pattern here, apprentice. I have a feeling about what you would be best. You are the head of an enclave on a contested world. The Dark Jedi have Yes, I thought as much. As I suspected, you would be most suitable as a Jedi Sentinel. Which color and path do you believe?
I forget what the buffs are, but Consular's obviously just Force. I think Sentinel's
Here is a yellow crystal for your lightsaber.
Yeah, I'm officially a Jedi Sentinel. Life Train's pretty good. We can start doing. I'm just gonna make Bashla do all that. So. Choke is good because it stuns them now. Damage and Stargate also doing a temporary 4-second penalty. Constitution. Oh, what's the one that stuns them? Maybe Horror. Causes all hostile creatures within 5 meter radius of target enemy to cower in fear for 12 seconds. Not awful, not awful. Drain Life's odd. Drain Life's good. Force Storm's also really good. But for right now, this is fine.
Ah, good. Now that you...
Did I get my Jedi robes anytime soon?
You have done extremely well in constructing your lightsaber, apprentice. Your crystal seems to have been set perfectly. It is rare indeed for that to happen the first time one constructs their lightsaber. These crystals are very rare, found only in certain caves strong in the Force. By adding crystals to your lightsaber, you can alter or enhance its properties. There have even been unconfirmed rumors of certain Force-sensitive caves here on Dantooine that may hold these crystals. They can modify simple things such as the color of your blade, or complex ones such as crystals that reputedly increase the strength of the beam. But you must learn first to use your lightsaber and take care when drawing it. Your lightsaber identifies you as a member of the Jedi Order. With such recognition comes honor and respect, and the attentions of dangerous enemies. The Sith and Dark Jedi will seek to destroy you, apprentice. And you must prove yourself worthy in battle against a foe who also wields a lightsaber. Are you ready to face the final challenge? For every Jedi, the threat of the dark side is always present. You must truly understand this before you are accepted into the Order. You must see the corruption of the dark side for yourself. Even here on Dantooine, there are places where the dark side holds sway, twisting and tainting nature itself. The ancient grove once used for deep meditation by the Jedi is now tainted. A wave of darkness perverts the region around it. The Kathhounds in the area have become savage and ruthless. They have become a threat to the settlers, a threat the Jedi have promised to stop. The Kathhounds are but a symptom of the true problem. You must journey into the grove and confront the true source of the darkness. That is your task. I can say no more. Some things you must see for yourself. None of the other Jedi at the Academy are permitted to help you in this task. But remember this, my young apprentice. A Jedi acts with patience and care, and those on the dark path. The dark side still taints the ancient grove.
They're just making me go do the
Lessons
dirty
cannot
work.
continue until the spreading corruption of the dark side has been stopped. This is your task, apprentice.
See, I'm a two-handed dueler, so I'm just gonna like do this. Inadvertent. Yeah, I know. I can go in as I please. I'll talk to these people later.
You know those stones to the east of here? I heard they did some digging and found they aren't natural. Arlen Matali likes to lord his wealth over the rest of us. What I wouldn't give for him to eat his own words.
Mission, I literally spoke to you not too long ago, but yep.
I'm sorry for the way I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, I tend to get a little worked up. My brother and me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazik. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two of them were dating. But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to, no matter how hard he worked.
So I'm not there in my Xbox, but I'm assuming it's my turn to talk.
I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road. I saw Lena for what she really was, a busty, credit-grubbing cantina rat. She used Griff and took away the only family I had. After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were gonna try and make their fortune off-world.
Oh, are you mad that he
promised
left
as soon as
Terrace?
he made enough credits, he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went.
Or would you rather know that your brother was dead on the planet that no longer exists?
Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Taurus, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task.
I
at hand.
promise you
Is
he's
there
not
anything
here.
else I can help you with? I'm not the one you should ask about Dantooine. I didn't even know there was a Jedi Academy here. I always
That's
thought
all
it was just a
point.
bunch of settlers and farmers. Sorry I can't be more... Okay.
That is the entire point that they're here. I'll talk to all these people later.
Are you a Jedi? How long can you people continue to sit by and claim you protect us? Protectors? Ha! You sit in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians while we suffer. No. They've been raiding planets across this sector and farms around here often. You Jedi have left them alone because they haven't harmed you. But they steal our property, destroy our land, and worse.
I say we look for these Mandalorians. I fought them in the war. They're nothing but vicious pirates. We should stop them if we can.
Those Mandalorian brutes have killed my daughter. They came to our land demanding our livelihood. But Ilsa, my Ilsa, said no. There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop the... I will give you all I have.
I know what she's about to say. I'm not gonna give up. I know what she needs. This guy is selling stuff now. Sure, man. What weapons? Is you the one who sells Cassius Fed's armor? See there. There we go. I figured out where it was sold. I knew armor was sold somewhere here. Before I leave, I'm gonna need to buy that for Canderous. But for now, I don't have enough money. Shit, why am I not making? I should just make him wear Davik's horsesuit. Just genuinely better.
Sure.
And it's got drip, so. Cat hounds are weird because they're like different if they're male and female. Like tiny lions. Yo, where is the gang at, if I had to ask? No. Proceed not to shoot a single blaster bolt. These guys really do hurt, by the way. Get a gang of like 50 calf hounds on you. You're going to die. I believe this is the way to the south end, which is not where I'm supposed to go. Maybe this. Where am I going? Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to go to the Grove, but I mean, look around. There's some Mandalorians. There's also a banger song, by the way. It's one of the best songs.
Holding out on us again. If you haven't given us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please. Take my wife and children instead. Anything.
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
Oh yeah, they have See, they're actually like good at fighting. Like warriors. Can I get some help? For the love of Christ! Someone help me. I'm the only one doing damage to this guy. Jesus, man. About being useless as shit. Oh my lord. I'm just getting like curve stomped out here. Oh, this is the families. I don't think this is where I'm supposed to go. This is all the property. It could be this way. Yep, this is exactly where I'm supposed to go. And now my home base is the Ebon Hawk, and everybody's in there. Which I haven't entered there and talked to anybody yet. This is the actual different other version. Notice how I'm getting absolutely packed up.
아추타, 뭔가 군비스돌비 기구야나. 동. 그런데 네가 뭔가 군한가비. 무주샷 박하.
Communication is not present. Problem is the best
남아바우타 공주 스탁 미키 그라블 먹어. 같이 축제도 봐도 와는 이기보보. 동.
This is one of the hardest missions ever, because it's like, I know the answer, but you have to like find the evidence for your character knows. I know. We'll just go over together earlier for the class, bro. I find it very odd that most people would seek shelter indoors in disguise with shot in the back of the head with a blast rifle. Our rifle was found near the body of a ballistic. Found the scene when I arrived. Those men say they don't know anything, but they came across the I arrived, Henson was holding his side, and Richard was favoring his legs. We do well to remember this as we progress. Anything else you need, I remain here. Let me save real quick. Sheer boast there counts. Actually, I want to look at the body. Where's the body? I actually talked to the droid.
You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help you with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of them if you have any need of my services. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Kotor. Regardless of, is there any information? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single enemy.
3 hours?
Also, is there any other information you need? My preliminary
same answer.
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriars are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisor saw farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need.
He said hold a weapon at all times. Yet that guy's not holding a weapon. The guy behind me.
Very well.
Talk to him first.
Greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk and his... I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, when all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now,
you're running.
Please hurry this up and arrest...
Alright, what you gotta say?
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusov. Maybe you can... Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Culler's
sun was
body.
in his eyes.
So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
See, he said the sun was in his eyes, but it was cloudy. He's fibbing. You basically do this in sections and try to figure out the lie. Basically.
So, what do you want to... Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. So, what do you... Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him, especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably... So, what... You Jedi are so predictable. Always seeing some greater purpose behind it. Can't you see that it must have been hand? I don't know why this is causing you... Right.
You have any extra stuff? You got it.
According to the municipal authorities near the Gallery spaceport, there have been news of violent drunken activity in the cantina attached to the port. Apparently, Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations to Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuba was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information?
So he's got information. He's got...
Southwood Speeder Rental Business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder has been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gold. Is there any other information? Very well. I will be...
What do you guys say, Mr. Gold?
How can I be of further assistance? Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder True. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would
They
not
both have
kill
motives
him.
to kill him. You know?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. How can I be of further assistance? I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. Yes, quite often. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind. Of course.
Shot from behind.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
They both have motives, in my opinion.
So, what do you want to... That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. I always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
So it's not his blaster. And the other guy didn't have a weapon, so.
Get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact he did not belong to Homer. Is there any other? Very well. I will begin.
The blood didn't belong to Calder. So it's someone else's blood. This guy's hurt, and that guy has a
How can I be
spring.
further assistant? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cat hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have it back after you did. How can I be of further assistance?
He's definitely lying.
Of course, of course.
Because he said every person should have a weapon. He didn't come out with a weapon.
Ronda dijo donga kun hankadi. Takum just Mickey grabble mogo. Ronda dijo. Ronda dijo dong takum just Ronda dijo.
Well, me.
Ronda dijo takum just. Ronda dijo.
So, what do you... Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of... We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been... Right.
Hey there. What? Okay. Have it.
So, what do you... That blaster? Always wished I... That blaster... Right.
How can I be of further assistance? Because block off, maybe, sure, but you know, normally I'm not prone to outbursts like I had my suspicions for, but it may have been I was just out... How can I be of further assistance? Injured? How can I be of further... That blaster was... I hardly have enough money. Even an Irias can... I would most appreciate... How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course.
Hey there. What? Okay.
Sorry, mission. You just keep getting annoyed.
Is there any other... I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report. Mr. Gould filed with me. Is there any other information? Very well. I will be...
Do you have something to say about that?
Of course, of course.
Ronda dijo donga kun hanka. Kachi kun itaho donga. Mucho shakpat.
Is there any other... I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to be... The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample. And we cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample. Is there any other... Very well.
You're definitely shot.
Because block off, man. You know, normally I had had my but it may have been... I was just out... How can I be of further assistance? Injured? Of course, of course.
So, what do you... Well... Right.
Is there any other... My preliminary analysis. Is there any other... Very well.
What about you?
Dong abom sha umnina. Runda di Hodonga. Oh. Runda di Hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching pala.
Definitely was shot with a rifle as well.
Togning chatukune mulerabes.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jedabadawana nidibobo. Dong ta kunjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Runda di Hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun be tong abo sha umnina. Ta kunjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank waleogan kachikun ita hodonga. Yeking runda di Hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana tong hait wam jiji jum lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da temi.
Damn both of you.
Ta kunjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachikun ita ho tong hait wam jiji.
I knew the answer already, so I just had to figure out what the
Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da.
You did good. You might just make a problem.
Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikuya.
I don't know if that gives me anything. Might just give me light side points. Just giving me a bunch of experience. Alright. Keep her going, that took way too long. That part of that mission, nobody really speeded up, just kind of takes a while. Just kind of takes forever. See a bunch of Mandalorians standing over there. Oh my lord, that guy hurt. Oh, I'm not good. Garth, you're kind of dead. Garth is cooked. If I can hit them. Hit the Mandalorians over there.
Down you go!
What?
Here's Juhani.
I will be your doom!
I may be able to beat her. You're starting to beat me.
You.
There we go.
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness. I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine. A better Jedi than you will ever be. More powerful as well, for I could best my teacher. When I slew my master, Kotor, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought. What? The Council has sent you here to kill me. Why then, when you bested me so easily, did you not simply finish your task? I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. This is only because I was not good enough to... What? Oh, what a fool. And if I cannot measure up to that, leave me. What? The Council has sent... You... I am pathetic. I always thought... I thank you for your... I seem to still have much to learn, but I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been... I only wish things... If she were alive now, there would be so much I would say to her. So much I would... How can the Council ever... I should convince them that I am truly repentant. That I... Maybe, just... Do you think they would? I thank you. I will return to the Council again.
The whole lesson, right, was they didn't want me to actually kill her. That was like the whole thing. Like, yeah, I had the opportunity to, but I shouldn't. Stupid cat. Let me go heal now. And come back and try to beat these Mandalorians. Get my run back with them. Can I stealth field generator?
I'll avoid what I can.
Oh. Help! Oh, that's to tell you where Juhani's at. It's basically implying what is over here actually. I have to go back to the what do you call it anyway? I may actually go inside that, but not.
Yeah, what do you want? You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought, the enemies I've seen die by my hand? My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes. Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work.
You're coming with me, by the way. Obviously, Canderous is evil. If you couldn't figure it out by now. Evil in the sense that, like, you know, he's not really evil. He's just... he's misunderstood.
What? Yes?
Obviously, he's evil. Do you have two-handed blades? You want to take my original thing?
Uh-huh. What?
There you go. Where's she at? There we go.
You have done a great thing. One of our own had strayed, but you have returned, Juhan.
I must give you my thanks. Because of you, I am once again welcome within. I have spoken to the council, and they have helped me see the truth. Quatra's injuries were not so severe as I first believed. I was foolish to believe I could harm a master such as she with my clumsy efforts. The fierce confrontation between us was nothing more than part of my training. Quatra wanted me to understand the threat of the dark side, to see how easy it was to fall from the path of light. After our last battle, Quatra had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone. When I left, Quatra knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy. With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training.
First the Jedi trick you into becoming an enemy, then they welcome you back as a friend. I can't say I approve of their training methods.
Giving you a second chance like this is a clear sign of weakness. Sometimes I find it hard to believe the Jedi could defeat my people in battle.
I do not know what the Council has in store.
I agree.
But I will trust in the Force, in the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
See, me and Cander's got the same ideas here, man. Care about yourself, no one else. Me and Cander's are two peas in a pod.
If you have questions, you should...
I thought.
I must congratulate you on your actions. You have saved Juhani and brought her back into the Order, and have given us all great hope for your future success. May the Force be with you as you continue your training.
Oh, I have to go talk to fella in here. Bronx. It's in the training computer. What I picked, Sentinel. So 8 Vitality, 6 Force. It's pretty good.
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened. She struck her master in anger during her training, and injured her greatly. But it was Quatra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our Order.
Guess I'm headed back here now.
If you have questions, you should direct them toward the Jedi Council members.
Hold on, give me a second.
Greetings, young Padawan. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? As a chronicler of the Mandalorian War... Of course, I could not tell you the entire history of our Order. The Jedi have existed for thousands upon thousands of years. We are as old as the Republic itself. Instead, I will begin 40 years ago with the War of Exar Kun. Like Malak and Revan, Exar Kun was a Jedi who fell to the dark side and led an army against the Jedi and the Republic. Exar Kun was defeated, but the war left both the Republic and our own Order severely weakened. For 20 years we struggled to rebuild, trying to erase the scars of the terrible conflict.
Right.
All things in time. You shall learn that history is an intricate weaving of many events. No one thing can be understood without the proper context. 20 years ago, the Mandalorians, aware that the Republic was in a weakened state, began conquering small worlds on the Outer Rim. They were careful to choose only planets outside the Republic's jurisdiction. After much debate, the Senate chose not to intervene. As long as the Mandalorians avoided planets that were members of the Republic itself, there would be no retaliation. Well, you can hardly blame the Republic. The memory of war was fresh in everyone's mind. Nobody was eager to relive the horrors in a campaign against the Mandalorians. But in the end, it was unavoidable. The Mandalorians stockpiled resources from their conquered worlds, preparing for a massive assault. 7 years ago, they launched a simultaneous attack in 3 separate sectors of Republic space. The Senate had no choice but to retaliate with the entire Republic fleet. The Mandalorian Wars had begun. The Republic petitioned the Jedi Council for aid, but there were many factors to consider before we allowed ourselves to be drawn into another conflict, so soon after the war with Exar Kun. While the Jedi Council preached patience, there were many among our order who were eager for us to join the battle. 2 young knights in particular demanded immediate action, Revan and Malak. They rallied many of the Jedi to their cause, and against the wishes of their masters, joined the Republic fleet battling the Mandalorians. Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. 4 years ago, the Mandalorians surrendered unconditionally. No one is denying that Revan was one of the keys to defeating the Mandalorians. But something happened out there on the Outer Rim. Instead of returning after the war's end, the ships under Revan's command went deep into unexplored space. They claimed to be searching for the last remnants of the Mandalorian fleet. All contact was lost. For many months, it was assumed some great disaster had befallen the entire fleet. Everyone thought they were dead. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malak being seen on a number of different planets during these months. Scattered sightings that were never confirmed. 3 years ago, Revan and Malak returned at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Revan had assumed the title of Sith Lord. The hero had become a conqueror. Some of the ships in the Sith fleet are those that were under Revan's command during the Mandalorian Wars, but many more are of an alien design we've never seen before. The source of this massive fleet is one of the many things about the Sith we cannot explain. It seems impossible to have created it in such a short time, yet we cannot deny its existence. The source of the Sith soldiers is unfortunately much easier to understand. Initially, the bulk of the force were former Republic soldiers who had served under Revan. With each conquest, thousands more flocked to join the invaders, swelling their numbers. Even many of our own order have betrayed us, lured by Sith promises of riches and power. For 2 years, the Sith were all but invincible. Fortunately, Bastila and her battle meditation allowed the Republic to win a few key victories and kept the Sith from total triumph. In desperation, we set a trap for the Dark Lord. Bastila was with the strike team that tried to capture Revan, as you probably know. She was there at Revan's end. That was nearly a year ago, but things have not improved. Malak has stepped in and assumed the mantle of Dark Lord for himself, though he's far from Revan's equal in strategy or tactics. Still, his fleet continues to grow in both ships and soldiers. If we do not find some way to stop the Sith soon, Malak will overwhelm us with sheer numbers. Revan's tale shows us how even the greatest of Jedi can fall to the dark side. You must always be on guard against the evil that dwells within you. Think hard upon this lesson.
Well, you claim that he was smart. He must have had a reason. It must have been a pretty damn good reason, though. Think about it. Can't just assume that he, betrayed us for no reason.
May the Force be with you.
I'm gonna call it there. That was the whole, training portion of, Jedi training portion. That's what I'm gonna call it for right now. I'll come back whenever. Alright. Actually, I have to end stream. Almost just turned off my entire Xbox.